What's going on, gamers? We finally knocked out that solo flawless of Vesper's host, and boy oh boy, I gotta show you this right off the bat. This was the first wipe of the day. We made it all the way to the boss without any issues, and I thought it was good to step in the doorway, stand by that raid flag, and pop the tonic to reload my GL, and this happened. I walked forward and the door closed and pushed my ass back in the doorway. I don't make this shit up, I swear to God. So yeah, we had to run it back, and we had some unfortunate wipes on the way there. Good old trip mines. I don't think I've ever died like that. Got any mines? I shot it from there every run, but it kills me that time. So obviously I did this on the Titan, and I wanted to go over some important stuff in the beginning and go over pretty much each encounter. So we're gonna have some pop-ups in each encounter of me just kind of telling you what I did. When you first start off in the first area, all you got to do is pick up scanner and find out which one you don't shoot. There is 5 possible operator pads to shoot. Once the one goes off that's not it, just shoot the other 4, go inside. When you get to that first encounter, you want to make sure you have something on that's going to kill those brigs as quickly as you can. I just use Thunder Crash. Obviously I'm using Consecration, but I always go in the back right hallway because it's probably the easiest to get the nuke from. And you want to put on high handling weapons with quick access sling and try and throw on some decks to dupe that ball in the beginning. Unfortunately, it doesn't work consistently when you're solo, and it might be tied to frame rate handling. I don't really know, but again, once you kill the brig and you bring that nuke in, just try and dupe the ball. I just switch to my primary weapon or switch to a weapon when the meter's at about 80%. If you do get the dupe, well, you won't have to go down that long hallway. The third hallway is very difficult, top left. I hate that one. I fell off with the nuke plenty of times, but yes, just take your time, go through it, rinse and repeat until you get it done. Also, just because the brig is down doesn't mean you should pick up the nuke and go plant right away. Make sure some of those ads around it are not there, because when you plant, you have a chance to die. Going into the ball planting zone where the servitor meets you, basic stuff here, guys. Just open up the door, close it. You weren't born in a barn behind you, and get all 5 plants. Just be careful. I like to have amplified, so I have a little bit of a speed boost, but also you can proc like woven mail or some sort of DR, or an overshield, so the boss doesn't nuke you. But pretty self-explanatory stuff here. When I get to the actual first boss encounter, I'm using this tonic that's going to boost Hail of the Storm, shattering frozen targets, and stasis crystals deal increased damage. That is how I was able to get the 2-phase kill. It was a pretty simple setup. I was just running the Behemoth Titan, and on my class item I ran the Spirit of Most Light with Star Eaters. Obviously I switched to Tractor Cannon right before damage. Only thing I can tell you on this encounter is use Risk Runner for ad clear. It's amazing. So what I did was I ran a machine gun leading up to damage time, and I pretty much killed all the ads with Risk Runner, had that DR. And then when you get teleported outside with the servitor, I always throw the Lost Signal shot down, and also I used Glacial Grenade to block some of those pesky exploder shanks. It worked really well for me. Then I'd pull out my machine gun and easily burn those ads down. You want to make sure you're using stuff that's just going to help you clear those ads a little quicker. And since I'm switching to Tractor Cannon right before damage, I only needed 1 shot anyway. So once you get your 4 numbers, simply come down, get your 4 numbers, deposit operator, and don't rush this part. Please kill that shank, get the suppressor, and just wait for the bombs to go by. Just simply take your time. When you go to hit the cleanse, if he does lock onto you and you just stand there, even if you break him, he does have a chance to kill you. I've seen it happen multiple times, so please take your time. And then I just hit tractor, I throw the jolt nade, and then I just right click and just dominate and try and get that stasis damage so I can simply get the 2-phase. But if not, just go for the 3. If you're not on a Titan, I would recommend using Wardcliff on a Warlock. Again, that's up to you. And then I think Hunters were using like the wave frame heavy GL with stasis super, so it's kind of just up to you. Now when you're going through the jump puzzle and you're on your way to the boss, simply just, if you're on a Titan, you can just sword fly with line of rampants, or use grapple with strand. It's kind of just up to you. Again, I know you can't skip some of this stuff. You can well skate, you can shatter skate, but just take your time through there and you should have no problem. Going to the boss, I used a Sunbreaker setup with Grand Overture. I did a Baron action, so I can always proc heal clip and healing and keep that non-stop Empyrean with restoration going. So easy setup there. I'm gonna pull up the mods here just to show you what mods I had on, and here's what I had on my subclass. So yeah, when you start off in the beginning, get that suppressor, break the 4 copies, and then make sure you're picking up scanner and operator and going down below. There's a reason why I plant scanner on the far right and operator on the left is because it matters on the bottom floors. I like putting operator and scanner in certain deposits because I don't want to get screwed over by the boss. You could play this part of the boss fight a lot easier, like a lot safer. All you have to do is when you enter the bottom rooms, blue or red room, just simply pick up suppressor and break the shield of the copy in there. Don't kill him, but break it so that you don't build radiation. The reason why I didn't do this is because I knew this boss fight was going to be long and I didn't want to skip some of that time. Once you hit all 4 operator pads, I do want to point out that you can throw your bonk hammer at the pads to proc cure. This will help you out with healing. I don't think you could do this on any other class, so yeah, Titan for the win. And then once you deposit your ball, I always tried to deposit scanner on that first side so that I could just run in with the nuke and be able to plant and not have to go after scanner again. But hey, if you're like, hey, the risk isn't worth it, I'm just gonna find the copy, kill him, and then run into the oven and lose scanner and go pick it up, you can do that as well. 4 ways for you to get heavy ammo. Once you do both sides, Clyde sold himself to the devil. I never thought I'd have to use this lore lead, but man, like I tried practice for about 2 days on the boss fight using anarchy, trying to use some of those crazy enhanced strats, and it just wasn't consistent for a solo flawless run. I feel like that should just be used for a challenge, but hey, if you're good at it, do it. But again, loading up your Grand Overture and just being able to reload it with the tonic. So on this boss fight, I am using a tonic that boosts the concussive reload. Grenade launchers will damage bosses, champions to break event shield, and automatically reload stowed weapons. So that's how you're going to do your DPS. So when you jump up, damage starts, you're going to fire your lost signal. You're going to have your volleys already ready to go, hit the boss with 20 volleys, and then jump up on the cheese spot and make sure you pop that rally barricade. When you pop that rally barricade, you are going to proc a sunspot, shoot your grenade launcher again, and then throw your bonk hammer at him to proc radiant, and then unload as many Grand Overture shots as you can. I tried to get it to 20 every time, but if you're at like 15, let it rip. You know, you always don't have to wait. Anything over 10 safe. And then once your sunspot goes away, you will have your healing grenade, so throw your healing grenade and then keep your damage rotations going. And then right before the boss summons those middle Aatrax copies, as soon as you see them out, just pop your hammers, kill them with your hammers, have the nuke there ready to go. I always try to have a healing nade up when I went to go pick up that bomb, the nuke, to extend the damage phase, because sometimes you would die. Once I planted the nuke, went in, reloaded my stuff, jumped back out, went back on the balcony, and just rinsed and repeat. I'm going to show you the mods that I had set up for this build as well. We did do triple surge, we had some solar resist, we had some arc resist, but mainly we were going for targeting and font of wisdom to try and get that super back for the next round, and then double time dilation there. Kind of just up to you. Nothing changed on the subclass. It was just I switched to rally barricade right before damage. So when I was in the second oven, I put up rally barricade. But yeah, rinse and repeat. I hate that I had to use this for my solo flawless. I'm definitely going to run it back and use different setups because I just hate sitting on that glitch spot. But hey, it's there in the game. Use it. Wanted to get this done. But other than that, just wanted to add some commentary to this run for the boss setup. I will put the dim links down below. Just the 2 solar setups for the final boss, simply because, you know, the other boss was just behemoth, the class item. So I'll add those 2 dim links down below. Hopefully it helps you get your clear. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time.